Hey everyone, this is me, Dale Calvin, creator, writer of American Dreams, and this is the launch party, so to speak. Today we're going to launch in 13 minutes or so the American Dreams issues 1 through 5 Kickstarter under our new label, Alice Studios. Now that Short Fuse, as you know, has been so. So a friend and I had been talking about this studio idea for a while, and it just ended up being that, for another book we're planning to do, we're planning this whole studio, and with Short Fuse dissolving, it felt it was time maybe to speed a little things along. And American Dreams is now the debut book for Atlas Studios. No, Phil, I have lunch, but you can have lunch while I do the launch everything. If you guys want to join in the stream, let me know and I'll send you the invite link so you can join in. So yeah, it's been a interesting few weeks. I was actually starting to work on the Kickstarter for American Dreams 4 and 5. And I literally had set everything up like that Thursday. And on Saturday morning, great timing, right? So thankfully, a lot of people have come together to help me out and help the book out. So first of all, huge thanks to Brad Feller for helping me reconstruct the entire Kickstarter. Huge thanks to my editors, LaShawn and Andrea, for being so understanding. Thanks, of course, obviously to Dodie, Tebby, and Warnia, the interior art team, and to Netho and Tommy, our variant cover team, and Timothy Brown, who colored our issue 4A cover. So I'm really excited because this is really the first time this is really me without a net. I don't have Short Fuse really to back me up with the fulfillment now. So, but then we have a couple other people. I'm talking to a few people about the fulfillment and everything. And if you're new to this, you might be asking, what the hell is American Dreams? Well, American Dreams, showing with the original cover and trade dress, is a superhero tale set in 1900s New York. It's the story of a young Jewish immigrant who gained superpowers through a Thomas Edison experiment that goes horribly wrong, and now he has to decide what to do with them. And whether he's going to, be a hero, be a villain. He's going to use it as a benevolent person, or he's going to use it for his own gain. And it's against the backdrop of the Gilded Age. So you're dealing with corruption, you're dealing with sweatshops, you're dealing with immigration, you're dealing with nativism, you're dealing with, to be quite frank, a lot of stuff we are still dealing with today. So this is kind of a little bit of a mirror up to today's society while having a little bit of, superhero pack fun. Thanks, Michael. And it's 9 minutes until we officially launch. This is really exciting. Let's try and see what else is going on. Blah, 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 blah. And so yeah, the book. So this is going to be the entire first arc of the comic. This is issues 1 through 5. So you get the whole. So if you haven't read the story yet, you'll get the whole story in all 5 issues. We have the comics. We have variant covers. Well, one each for each issue. T-shirts. We got a few cool little opportunities for cameos, starting with issue 7 because issue 6 is already drawn. I still need to get it colored and lettered and get a cover done. So we'll be figuring that out in a little bit. We got also retailer tier. We got a retailer tier for the first time. So if you're a retailer out there, you can, order several issues. And I have sent out in the last year several issues over to a couple comic shops around the country, and there was some positive response. It was basically, I had a lot of leftover after my one con last year at PowCon here in Brooklyn, and I had all this stock order that was left over, so I sent it to some shops at the time. Wait, speaking of cons, I got 2 cons signed up. One will definitely be an artist alley, one I'll just be walking around. In the case of walking around, I'll be at New York Comic Con. I'll have a pro badge. I'll be there to talk to people, connect, things like that. So if you want to say hi. But my first real return to a Comic Con will be Baltimore Comic Con this October, and I'll definitely have issues with me. And I'm thinking of if you want me to bring your rewards down to Baltimore for you to pick up. I'm planning on arranging that if I can. So what do you guys think? Should we actually launch like 5 minutes early? Let me know in the chat if you guys think we should launch 5 minutes early. I'm just ready and raring to go. But as we do, let me bring up again this wonderful trailer for the book, which you'll also see on the Kickstarter page when we launch. So here we go. Oh, wait, that didn't work. Oh, because it was done. Whoops. Give me 5 seconds. Let me fix this. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's how we do this. Camera command. And Phil doesn't say to do it. Everyone seems to say to launch now. So let me share the screen. I can get this going. All right. Here we go. So, countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's live! Live from New York. It's the American Dreams Kickstarter. Apologies, SNL. So as you see, we have a goal of 5.5K to go. Let me pop the link right in the chat so you guys can officially join in. I also pop that up in the Facebook feed for those of you who cannot get that on Facebook. Oh, okay, that worked. Hold on, where is this thing? There we go. Did I just go on public? Hold on. Oh, I have to change the privacy to public. There we go. Mr. Genie, I'll be right with you in a second. I'm trying to fix a couple things. American Dreams. Let's see what we see. It worked on here. Oh, no, that's didn't post. Oh well. Um, so we are live. Let me just send this to my old band teacher actually from Poly Prep. And there we go. Let me close this window out. So where's this? Can you? Let me see. I got the screen showing up. Oh, there we go. So, oh, we got a few pledges. Yes, 6 backers. I have to see who are the first backers in a bit. So here's of course the comics with the new trade dress, some sneak peek images of the book. Actually, let me maximize this up a bit. Maximize this. Go back and maximize this. For some reason, this is not sharing the way it should be. Hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties. How do I do this? One second. Like who? Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know, should okay, let's find out before I look up the Kickstarter. The answer is dashboard. The first backer of American Dreams is 1 through 5 is Michael Watson. It was Michael Watson who was first. That would be you. Mike, it was first. So I think it's something special for Mike now. I really do think something special for Mike. Mike, I got pretty excited because I got first on his last Kickstarter. I also got first on Charlie's last Kickstarter. So I guess what comes around comes around. So let's take a look at this Kickstarter, shall we? Okay, so let's do this. So our new comic dress with it on issues 4 and 5, with Timothy C. Brown on the colors on issue 4's cover, and Tommy Shelton coming back for issue 5's cover colors. Little story so far, spring 1900. And, things are getting... Issues 4 and 5 is where things really heat up in this little 2-part season finale of the first arc. As you can see, Crowley is up to no good. You might recognize the madman he's handling. And of course, it wouldn't be an American Dreams issue without one appearance of Harry Houdini. And Emma Goldman, of course, is not exactly happy to see him either. Jake flies into action. And of course, here's this guy I've been promoting for a while, our big first season 1 villain. We include Crowley's our big overarching villain. Our first real big villain for these issues 4 and 5 is the massive brute known as Amalek, who is basically an anti-Semite. Of course, meets a team, yours truly, Dodie R. Penciler, Tebby R. Inker, Warnia, our wonderful colorist, Netho, who does our variant covers, Tommy, who does our variant covers, inks, and colors, and he also colored issue 5's cover, and Tim, who's also my Dungeon Master every 2 weeks for Dungeons & Dragons, is our cover colorist for issue 4's A cover. Matt's our terrific letterer. And of course, LaShawn's our chief editor on this, and she's been a saint dealing with my various mishigas, as has Andrea, who's the assistant editor. And of course, you want to know about the rewards, right? Right, everyone? Oh, that's cool. Cool. No pressure, right? No pressure. God, is there pressure? Um, so first reward level is Mensch. That's just basically a upstanding person in Yiddish. Basically, you can purchase any issue of American Dreams, and you get the digital copy. That's the digital copy level. For then you have the Battle of Elder Street, the digital edition, where you'll get issues 4 and 5 digitally, plus you get the digital print. All of these will get prints, either digital or physical or both. This print was done by Jay Sloan. It was actually a Kickstarter reward I got and I had colored. So, everyone, if you get a good art Kickstarter reward and you can use it for your own promotional stuff, do it. Then there is Macher, which is, a bit more than I meant. You're a real upstanding person. You can purchase any physical issue of American Dreams. You get the physical copy and the digital copy of that issue plus the print. That's $10. Then for 15, the Model T digital version, which is your catch-up tier. You get issues 1 through 3 digitally. And then at $20, you get the Battle of Elder Street, the physical edition, plus the digital, plus the print. Then you get the whole digital Megillah. The whole Megillah basically means the whole thing. So you get all 5 issues digitally. Then you have the Model T version, which is our physical catch-up tier. Then there's our Greenwich Village variant tier, where you get issues 4 and 5 in the physical edition. And the only way you get the variants is physical. Then we finally have our T-shirt, where you can use the issue of your choice and the T-shirt. And we also have add-ons if you want to get more than one issue. Then you have the physical whole Megillah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have the Fifth Avenue edition, where you get all the B covers, plus 1 for 5 digitally. Then you have the retailer tier for those retailers out there. I'll have to share this to a group later. But if you want to have some copies to sell, we can get you 5 copies each of each issue to sell. Then comes the Nellie Bly, after our brave, adventurous reporter who Jake crosses paths with, where I will give you a script or creative consultation. Plus, you get all the issues and the print. Now, here's the interesting thing. We have a couple limited tiers. We have the Times Square tier, where if you want a reference to you or a loved one or your pet or kid or nephew or grandkid or whatnot, we can put a reference to them, like a storefront or something, in a future issue of American Dreams. Now, these will start with issue 7. Because issue 6 is fully drawn, I don't think we can easily put those references in. So there's a slight asterisk of starting in issue 7. So I want to be upfront with that. We also have our Pulitzer versus Hearst tier, named after the 2 infamous newspaper barons of the era. You into the comics starting with issue 7. As a bystander, as someone in the audience of Houdini's show, as a waiter at Delmonico's, or someone eating at Delmonico's, we'll figure it out. We'll talk. And here's the issue 4 cover again. And here's issue 5. And here's issue 1's. 2's and 3's A cover. 4's B cover. And 5's B cover. And the T-shirt once again. And here's a beautiful, beautiful print we're going to be having at for American Dreams. No, I don't have any sketch cover blanks yet. I can look into that, maybe for a stretch goal. I haven't done those before in the past, so I have to look into those. But it could be an interesting thing for a stretch goal. Hey, J-Man. And, of course, I want to be upfront with the shipping. Digital rewards won't have a shipping cost. Physical rewards will. Most of the books are $5 for US. For T-shirt rewards at the retailer tier, it's $10. And, of course, it's a little more for Canada and the rest of the world. And this has been a really rewarding... Wow, when did I start this? 5 years ago? With the original draft when this thing was called Modern Colossi. And it's bounced around and around and around we go. But so far, it's been really great. It's Fantastic. And now actually I have to end this and start sharing this link around because I haven't shared this really live yet. I've been busy with this. Oh boy. So give me a second to just share this. That's one. That's two. Share to a page. Come on. Give me. Of course, this thing has to run a little slowly. Well, I'll just do this. Get this going. And where was I? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll talk to a couple people, see if I can figure that out. I'll talk to my graphic design team, I believe, that's been helping me out, see if we can figure out a blank cover for like an add-on. Okay. For some reason, it's not loading up pages. For some reason, let me write it down. Go to the American News site. Live. Enter. Okay, there we go. And what else is going on? So yeah, I do have some ideas for add-ons already. More prints. I'm thinking stickers because I already have. Be right back. I'll show you this. I have, because I got this for the con I unfortunately couldn't attend because it gets too close to Rosh Hashanah. That's what's flickering. There we go. So there's a con I was going to go to for then they moved their dates. It got too close to Rosh Hashanah, so I can't go. But I got Liberty stickers. And I think I'm planning if, we get more backers, I'll have Amalek stickers. So you can have hero and villain together. Thank you so much, LaShawn. Thank you so much. But the really cool add-on cool stretch goal add-on idea I have, it's still being done, but it's done in time for the end of the Kickstarter. 1 second. Ooh, wrong in the throat. I actually have a mini soundtrack being made right now by Charles Wolfe, who you heard some of the music in that little trailer I showed earlier, and the trailer you'll see in the Kickstarter itself. And it's a 5 or 6 track miniature score, basically hitting the major story beats. No, I know you're kidding. No, it's just a lot of plants around here, and it's peak allergy season. That's even me with the allergy shots. But yeah, so I have a whole bunch of stretch goals in mind. I still have to figure out how to stagger them. So I'm going to talk to my Kickstarter assistance team with Brant and everyone to figure out how we're going to arrange those. And let's see what else is going on at the moment. Thank you, Andy, so much for sharing and retweeting the link to the Kickstarter. And Chris Daly just shared it to Facebook as well. So I'm going to send a lot of thanks and love that way. as well. I see you, Andy. And thank you so much, LaShawn. And where are we up to right now? We are up to, let's see, drumroll please, as things are. We're currently up to $445, so we're well on our way to nearly 10% in our first hour, 30 minutes or so, 15 minutes. Okay, up to 495, so we're definitely getting close to our first 500 towards 111 of the goal. So let's see what else has been going on. Let's give some thanks right now to everyone who's back so far. So thanks to Mike Watson, Brian Puneda, Andy Shaggy Cordy, Paul Axel, Andrew Kaplan, Morgan Iverson, Danny J. Quick, Chief Walker, Philip Mara, Bradley Arney, Danny Cooper, Jack Holder, Justin Stinelli, Chris Daly, Justin Birch, Lisa Moore, Phil Falco, Chris Nixon, Kat Calamia, Ron Brooks, and Ian Elliott. And after this whole, chaos that happened a couple months ago, it's like I want to thank you all for the support and all of the, all the generous feedback and just everything that's been, been helpful. And Indie Comics is a great, great, great community, and I'm thankful to be part of it. Thanks, Brandon. You and I actually have to probably get our heads together, I guess, in a few days to figure out how to stagger out the various stretch goal ideas for that. What else? Amalek is going to be the first real big baddie that Liberty confronts it because, till now he's basically fought, people who are in gangs, a couple, low-powered super-powered beings, but Amalek's the first real threat because this is a physical force of hate and brutality that, is the first real big physical challenge for Jake Liberty. And so what Amalek is, and this is basically in Jewish tradition, an Amalek is a person or entity who plots for the destruction of the Jewish people. And this is why we say in the Haggadah, in every generation they rise against us. Now, it originally comes from the Bible. The person called Amalek who wanted to, kill the tribes of Israel as they were wandering through the desert for 40 years. But in more recent generations, it's basically been a term for those who've wanted to commit genocide. And so this is basically a bigoted person who wants to destroy the Jewish community of New York, who now has the brute power to potentially do that, unfortunately. So it's up to Jake to stop him. And I think there needs to be some interesting narrative choices and dialogue I think you guys will really enjoy, especially given in light of, various debates people have had about immigration, which of course sound really similar with this villain's dialogue. And, Jake is there to say, no, we do not do that. This is better. We are America, and this is for everyone. I think that's a message I think we really need to hear now more and more every day. So enough of me talking. If you guys want to come on in just to, talk or everything, let me know. I can send you a link to join in the chat and everything. If you guys want to talk American Dreams, if you want to talk any other topic, or just want to have some fun, let me know and I'll invite you guys in. We are currently at $575. $585 according to this. So we're over 10% funded at the moment. And that is thanks to LaShawn, Daniel Hoynes, and Brent Fowler. I just realized you get to talk to my family too. What else? What else is going on? What Well, how's everyone's 4th of July? We just had my aunt over yesterday, and we had dinner. Well, lunch slash dinner. Um, yep. And my sister's there, unfortunately, and her fiance were unfortunately out of town, so they couldn't join us. And of course, I paid a lot for our neighbor's dog, who you might have seen some pictures of on Instagram. Um, she's really sweet, very fluffy. Of course, everyone's been launching fireworks, all night, so it sounded like, a small war zone in the neighborhood. And all the poor neighborhood dogs were freaking the heck out. Um, but yeah, so you might be asking what's next for Atlas Studios now that I have my little slate to hang my hat on. Well, we got Night Raft, which is a book you guys might be seeing little hints of in the works. It's almost done being inked, and then I have to get it colored and some lettered preview stuff, and hopefully all that ready to be on Kickstarter end of this year, beginning of next. I have a Western in the works and that Night Raft is with Gabe Esquivel Santos, David Rivera. I'm still looking for a colorist. Then there's a Western called Sadiq I'm doing with Jay Sheik. Sheik or Shake. And then I'm doing another book where Andy's the editor called Research vs. Aliens, which is a 1950s set sci-fi adventure story which takes place in my dad's hometown of Freeport. But a lot of these are long-range plans. Like, hopefully next couple Kickstarters will go Night Raft 1, American Dreams Volume 1, and then maybe Sadiq, and then figure out how to stagger everything. So hopefully I can have at least one release or two a couple releases every year of a couple books. And convention-wise, I'm really excited to get back to conventions. I'm a little nervous because, COVID. But the only conventions I'm currently scheduled to do, as I said, if you have missed earlier, I only have 2 cons right now planned. I'm planning on going to one where I'm not tabling, though I'm going to go as a pro for the first time, is New York Comic Con, which is exciting because I get to wear a pro badge for the first time. And, I'll be mostly networking. I'm not going to do what I usually do, which is drag a whole thing of books to get signed because I can't fanboy anymore. I have to be respectable. But my first con back tabling will be Baltimore, which was my first ever con tabling. So I think I proposed my first con back, post-COVID, and to have all 5 books. And Baltimore is always a great show. I'll be there with Kat Calamia, with Charlie McGelvey, with who else? Of course, Mike Watson, Diane J. Quick, Morgan Iverson. I believe Phil Falco, who is one of Kat's friends, is also tabling with us. And it's going to be a lot of books and a lot of fun people to hang out with. Baltimore is a little joint group working together to help each other out. Let's see how we're doing. Survey says 7585. But yeah, we're at 10% already. We're basically 30 minutes into the thing. I gotta still send this stuff around to various groups to see how things go. So far, a lot of people are liking that Battle Industry physical edition. So again, my analytics. Sorry to bore you. So yeah, I think I'm running out of things to say. So once again, thank you all so much so far for your support and of all variations of support. I'm really excited to get these books out to you once the Kickstarter is done. Once again, thank you all. God bless. See you guys later.